Hello children, in the first class of an Indian American woman in space, Kalpana Chawla, we have seen that Kalpana Chawla, who came from a small village, that is Karnal in Haryana, she never dreamed about to go for the space, and she was completed graduation in Tagore School and completed engineering. And her father not allowed to do the degree, that master degree, but forcibly she got the permission and went and completed her degree in the United States of America. Then she earned her PhD in aerospace engineering, and Kalpana Chawla was the first Indian American woman astronaut to blast off from the launch pad to Cape Canaveral, Florida. And she participated in the mission, which was very successful. And her family was very happy, and they came to send off her. Now let's move to the third paragraph. Kalpana was born in Karnal, Haryana, but was naturalized US citizen. Married to flight instructor Jean Pierre Harrison. Besides being an astronaut, she was licensed to fly single and multi-engine land airplanes, single-engine seaplanes and gliders. She was also a certified flight instructor. After qualifying as a pilot, Kalpana began to consider another challenge, applying to NASA's Space Shuttle program. She was first hired as a research scientist at NASA. In 1994, she was selected by NASA for training as an astronaut. Here children, Kalpana was born in Karnal, which is in Haryana. But when she went to do her PhD in master degree in US, after completing her education, after completing her primary education in Tagore School, she got married to a US citizen, that is Jean Harry Harrison, who was a flight instructor. And she got licensed to fly single and multi-engine land airplanes, and single engine seaplanes and glider also. And she was got certified for the flight instructor also. Then, like her husband, after qualifying as a pilot, she applied for the NASA to attempt the one more challenge. When she was taken on service by NASA, she was very happy to join that. They selected her as an astronaut in 1994. Now let's move to the fourth paragraph. When she asked what it was like being a woman in her field, she replied, "I really ever thought while pursuing my studies or doing anything else that I was a woman or a person from a small city or a different country. I pretty much had my dreams like anyone else, and I followed them. And people who were around me, fortunately, always encouraged me and said, if that's what you want to do, carry on." Now, explanation children. When she was giving her experience, she said that I really never thought that of coming as an astronaut, because I came from a small village, a very small area, that is Karnal from Haryana. See, and during her studies, she never dreamed to be in the space, and she did not even thought that about the spaceship, because she was from small city, and she is from different country and different family also. But anyhow, I have a dreams, but at the same time, all the dreams I put effort and to overcome them. But fortunately, happy news is that all encouraged her to become an astronaut, to make her success in her achievement. Now let's see the fifth paragraph. Kalpana's first space mission in Space Shuttle Columbia was 15 days, 16 hours and 34 minutes long. During this time, she went around the Earth 252 times, traveling 10.45 million kilometers. The crew included a Japanese and Ukrainian astronaut. The crew performed experiments such as pollinating plants to observe food growth in space and tests for making stronger metals and the faster computer chips, all for the price tag of about $56 million. Now explanation, children. See, Kalpana's first space mission was in the Space Shuttle Columbia and it was for 15 days, 16 hours and 34 minutes. And during this time, they went around the Earth for how many days? For how many times? 252 times. And traveling of 10.45 million kilometers. And with her, the crew were a Japanese and Ukrainian astronaut also. And they performed so many experiments of the worth of $56 million. Really, it is an amazing amount. See what they have done such experiments. They made many experiments, for example, planted saplings to observe whether they can get the food by themselves or not. And they testing the stronger metals and they made the test for the faster computer chip. Like this they made so many tests, everything, but at the same time spend a lot of money. Okay, now let's move to the sixth paragraph. On the Saturday night, when the news about the Columbia disaster broke, there was a shock and disbelief. The town of Colonel spent a sleepless night as thousands of households stayed glued to their television sets in the hope that Kalpana was and the crew had somehow survived. See, now explanation to you. On Saturday night, it was a really shock news that the shuttle was broken and also the people of Colonel, they did not believe, not only the people of Colonel but the whole people around the world, they did not believe that it was broken and all the 7 members were dead. See, that time in Colonel, all the people were sleepless on that night fully. And they have to face the consequence and they have to face the fact. Each and every person among the Colonel were sitting around the television and they were watching the news about the hope of Kalpana Chawla's survive and with her the 7% survive also. And they expect that somehow they may alive. Now let's read a journalist, what the journalist wrote. A journalist wrote, she was a heroine. It takes enormous ability to become an astronaut. You need to know a lot about everything from biology to astrophysics to aeronautical engineering. In this age of super specialization, you must have encyclopedic knowledge to be an astronaut. Her achievement is us inspiring. See here, a journalist wrote that Kalpana was a heroine because she was the first Indian-American astronaut. It takes a great more ability to become an astronaut, and they have to gain more knowledge about the biology up to the astrophysics, and they have to look in corner of each and everything about the current affairs also. to be an astronaut. And her achievement was amazing, was speechless. Now let's move to the seventh point. For millions of young Indians, the story of Kalpana Chawla, a girl from a small town who touched the skies, had become an inspiration. In a message that she sent from abroad, the Space Shuttle Columbia, to students of her college in Chandigarh, Kalpana said, "The path from dreams to success does exist. May you have the vision to find it, the courage to get on to it. Wishing you a great journey. There will surely be many who start off on this journey to fulfill their dreams." Now explanation, children. For millions of young Indians, it's an inspiring story about Kalpana Chawla, because a girl from small village, small town, touched the skies and became an inspiration to everybody. When she was in the space, she sent a message to the former college students in Chandigarh that the path from dreams to success does exist. The way of our dreams must be clear. If you find the way, you go ahead with courage and to get on to it. You have to move. You have to move on to the way with your own courage and strength. Self-motivation is very essential. And move on to your dreams. You will be successful in your life, because many of them achieve their dreams like that by making their dreams in their life true. Thank you, children.